Kevin and I have both asked this question on the podcast many times, I think with a lot of industry professionals. So we've said, okay, you're a young kid moving to the city and you're an aspiring songwriter. What do you do? I want to take it a step further. Okay. You've been here, you've been in the industry a little bit. Say you're you've been here maybe 4 or 5 years. You're a songwriter / artist / creator, whatever, producer. You're killing it at these you're doing the writers rounds, you're killing it. You're out there, you're networking, you're doing the things you need to do. You're meeting people. People kind of know your face around town. People, they see your name, they're like, okay. They come into a meeting with Jamie Dryburgh, and it's a pitch meeting. They play you the 3 best songs, and you hear them, and they're like, these are good, but they're not great. In my experience, there's a lot of people that I think Kevin and I both know, and probably you know too, that a lot of people get discouraged after a certain amount of time, and they're like, well, I don't know what else I have to give. I don't know what else I have to offer. Like, I just can't get over. I'm staying about right here. I'm not here, but I'm about right here. Mm-hmm. What advice would you give a person to stay in the fight and not do the ultimate no, which is just quit?
Of course.
What would you tell that person?
I've got a lot of things here, but I'm trying to find the one that's the best, right?
Yeah.
So first off, let me just kind of flip the question a bit, because I think that what a lot of songwriters and artists and aspiring creatives don't realize is the amount of no that we hear on our end, on the business side. I think that it's very, and rightfully so, it's very much a no town for the people that are presenting things, a songwriter, an artist,
that's a
great producer,
point. You're
a
the
creative.
First person to come on here and say that, and that's a great point. Thank you for mentioning.
Thank you for validating my great point.
It's a no town for the professionals too, guys.
Exactly, and you'll find that on all different levels, labels, producers, writers, X, Y, and Z, the entire gamut. It isn't a yes town for anybody but that 1%, right? And for those with the 1%, like, are they the 1% forever? We don't really know. So my thing is, we hear so much no. If I want to, I look at, for example, what's a good example of this? Pitching songs, for example.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and Mike can probably tell you this very well. You guys know my buddy Michael August. He's on my team at Demolition. He's my boy.
Love you, Mike.
Great, talented writer. Cut all the songs. Also an awesome general manager at my company. Mike is great because he sees it from both sides. He's a writer, but also a creative business side person, right? Yeah. Sees both sides, right? The thing is, like, let's say I go into pitch meeting. Like, we get a song in last week that is a goddamn smash. Like, I know songs, they're whatever, but this song's a smash.
You just know it.
You just know. And I will say sometimes you just don't know. And there's a lot of hit or miss. There's a lot of this or that. We got one recently. We've got the sick writer Joe Leathers. If you guys know him, shout out. He's got a few amazing cuts on Lee Bryce's last album. Yeah. A lot of cuts on huge #1 albums. He's amazing. He turned in a song last week, and the entire team goes, yes. Holy shit, yes. We're pitching around. We're getting, it's great, but not for the right person. It's great. And we're going, in what world? And what, like, this is a song that is so, it's like a live like you were dying kind of thing. It's called If I Had to Guess. And Skip Black and Robert Counts wrote on it with him. And it's just a sick song. I pitch it to everybody on the fucking planet. And I'll circle back in a few months. Sometimes it's timing. But all I'm getting is no. And I'm going, if this is a no song, I need to leave my job because it's such a sick song.
Wow.
But I will say, and that's kind of the point I'm making is, we get so much no too. I hear no every damn day. I hear no, but the thing is, you can't take it as a personal thing. It's a business. We're in a business. And nobody's trying to hurt someone's feelings or make them feel bad, whatever. It's just, we all have to deal with a lot of things, constraints, assets, X, Y, and Z that other people don't see. So you guys as writers and creators on your side deal with things that we don't fully understand. We deal with things you guys don't understand. Labels deal with things. There's a lot of things. So kind of my main point is, to begin with that, is there's a lot of no on our end you guys don't see. So don't ever feel like just because you hear no, that is the end, because no is only no until it's yes, right?
Wow. Yep.
Quote me.
That
Quote
was
me.
fucking huge. Those last 2 minutes
yeah.
are like pretty much all you need to listen
I hope
to.
that camera's still working.
Because we're pointing at you.
Well,
Quote
Jamie,
me.
I got to say this too. I think that's the most beautiful and most honest approach we've had on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
dealing with
I love that.
Killed
and,
it.
and,
High
and
fives.
and high fives all around. For
Air
real.
five.
Air five.
And I want that to be a lesson to all you aspiring artists and writers is like, a lot of people, and I know this in town. I know this in town because I am a songwriter. Like everyone's like, oh, my team. Everyone wants to blame and point fingers at everyone else. But guess what? Your team is batting for you, and they hear the no's just as much as you do, and they don't want to deliver. Like Jamie just said, they don't want to deliver you the no's, and they're hearing the no's. It makes them want to quit their job too, especially when they're hearing something from you that sounds so amazing. That in what world, how could this not be a number one? They feel it too, but it's only a no until it's a yes. It's just a great thing. A great thing
Thank
you
you.
said there, coming from an
Yeah.
industry professional, guys. So that you should keep your head in the game, your pen to the paper, and your fingers on the strings. I think that should.